everybody, Full Moon Cat here with another Carrion Fields tutorial. In this video I'm going to be covering character descriptions. So that is the thing that people see when they look at you. Doesn't sound that important, but it is kind of one of the foundational parts of the game and kind of the first thing that people are going to see about your character. I'm here in the mirror room in the Academy, which is one of the rooms that you'll encounter as you walk through. And it talks about character descriptions. Look at the sign, read everything. It'll go over a lot of stuff, and it'll tell you a lot about kind of what is expected in a character description. When you look at this statue here, for example, it'll show you an example of description that somebody wrote. Oops, that's the wrong statue. That's the one in my inventory. All right, so that statue there in the room will show you an example of a good character description. So kind of use that as a template. If you're confused about character descriptions and you want to see what other people have done in the game, go to carrionfields.net, click on Forums, go to Battlefield, Premium Battlefield, and then click on any of these names here, and it'll show you what somebody's description was. So you can go through and look at every single one of these ones, kind of find out what people are putting in their character descriptions. You'll notice that a lot of people tend to end their character description upon further notice. You note that, or when you look closer, you'll see that. And the reason is because if you look in the game, if I look at myself, you'll see that after my description, which right now is nothing, it'll show my state of health. So when people finish their description with something like this, upon further notice, you note that. Then the next text that they'll see in the game is your name, a male half-elf, is in perfect health. So that's kind of a clever thing that people have done over the years to kind of more fully integrate the game's display with their character description. I've written a character description for my character here as an example, and I'm going to show you how to enter a character description easily. So go to the main menu here in Mudlet and choose Formatter. What that'll do is it'll open up this interface in your browser that has a text window and a number of buttons. I'm going to go ahead and copy this character description that I've written into the window. The nice part about this is it does spell check for you if you have that built into your browser. So I've made a typo here, deadly locking. I make a lot of typos. So go ahead and correct your typos. Obviously read through, make sure this is something that you actually want to put in, and then click Format Description. And what this will do is it'll format this text in a friendly way for the game. And it'll also put it in a queue for Mudlet. So all I have to do is hit copy, go back into Mudlet, and paste that into the command bar. And now what I've done is I've queued up text for Mudlet to send to the game. So this didn't actually do anything. If I type DESC and look at my description, I still don't have one. But now I've got a queue to add it to the game. And what the queue does is it will line by line enter whatever text is in the queue. So I'll hit queue, send, and it'll go through and it'll add that text then to my description. Now when I type DESC, I can see that I've got a character description, and if I look self, I can see what other people will see when they look at me. Read the help files about description. There's also a description extra. Those will tell you a lot about what is acceptable and what is not acceptable in a character description. I would add to that even though this is a text-based game, people are pretty lazy about reading a lot of text. So I would really suggest that you, in your very first sentence, have something that gives people a decent idea about what your character looks like. All of the rest of the sentences in your character description are nice and wonderful, but really don't depend on people reading them all that often. But if your first sentence kind of gives people an overview of what you want the impression of your character to be, then people are going to go a lot further in kind of understanding who you are at a glance.